Hello, this is Yahweasel. So this is a dual-purpose video. First, the quick part for absolutely no knowable reason. A couple people have asked me to do a Q&A video. So consider this the Q part of a Q&A video. If you have a question and you want me to answer it in another video, I have no idea why you would want that, but whatever. Ask it in a comment below. Just know that there are a lot of questions that I won't answer, and I just won't answer them, so, you know, deal with it. Second, and the bulk of this video, I want your suggestions on how to make my channel better. Basically, my channel is quite stagnant right now, as I have sort of complained about in earlier videos. I get very, very few views, very, infrequent, additional subs. I'm very appreciative of those of you who, do watch my videos, but just, you know, to be clear, there's like 10 of you. So first off, let me just say, that I'm incapable of being offended, so don't censor your suggestions for my sake. I do want your suggestions, whatever they are, but also if your suggestions are, you know, unactionable or just silly, I'm still not gonna do it. Let's see, now, in order to contextualize that, perhaps I should explain to some degree what my channel actually is, and to be honest, that's gonna be most of this video, because probably, you know, if you're one of the most people that watches one series and not the others, or no series, then you don't really know who I am. So, I started off with bootlegs, obviously what I'm playing right now, and playing very unsuccessfully because I'm actually, you know, not paying attention to it whatsoever. What I'm playing right now is a terrible, terrible bootleg called Titanic, but I started off with bootlegs, specifically Final Fantasy VII for NES, which continues to be, by leaps and bounds, my most popular series, because I have a sort of morbid fascination with terrible versions of video games. I flirted with The Worst series, where I seek out worst versions of video games, but I think that theme in particular is a bit too narrow. It's difficult to sort of make a series out of it. Anyway, I still want to do bootlegs, and I want bootlegs to be a major part of my channel, but I'm sort of failing to do that, because while I have some devoted bootleg fans, I really don't know if that's what most of my viewers want. Sort of related to that, I have a Tiger Gamecom and a Nokia N-Gage, both of which are notoriously bad handheld game consoles, and I have the ability to record their screens better than, well, most people can, but it's a sufficient pain in the arse to set that up that I don't like to just do weird little once-offs and jump into that. I only want to do that if I'm going to be recording a significant amount. So I've Let's Played Shadowkey for the N-Gage, I've streamed a few Gamecom games, Resident Evil 2, Jurassic Park, Sonic, oh man, Sonic for Gamecom, that is a bad game. And I do really enjoy those, but, you know, it's not like those get views. I mainly do things in sort of an episodic fashion. I do one main game as a series at a time, and play it to completion, and for the most part, that game is selected at yahweasel.com/poll, my poll. I like the completeness of doing it that way, and I like the sort of theoretical user interaction of the poll, but I feel like most people don't care to use the poll, and those who do, you know, they might not sort of care for the games that end up winning. That doesn't make any sense. It is a poll, but whatever. Right. So, that main series, the completeness is nice, but it has the obvious downside that it doesn't get a lot of breadth. I don't play a wide variety of games. I just play, you know, a lot of the same game. Why can't I get past this screen? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do to get past this screen. Just punch this guy in the crotch a lot? Anyway, my main series airs essentially whenever I don't have anything else airing, so that's, you know, what airs most days on my channel. My most recent addition to my arsenal of Let's Playing is Democracy Let's Plays, which are games played democratically amongst a group of people. Essentially, we each have a controller, and we control the character democratically. Right now, those air on Wednesdays and Saturdays. That'll vary depending on, you know, whether I actually have any in the pipeline. I have an open call Democracy Let's Play, as well as Democracy Let's Plays amongst my sort of Let's Playing comrades who I know. I really want Democracy Let's Plays to take off, because I think they're hilarious and wonderful, and they're not. Nobody cares. I have 2 thematic weekly series, Random Game Weekly and ScratchAnItch.io. Random Game Weekly is much older than Scratch and Itch. In Random Game Weekly, I play a random game that I own and give a completely unfair snap judgment on it. The completely unfair snap judgment is a sort of later edition. Well, not that much later. 20 or so episodes in, I added that. And in ScratchAnItch.io, I play a random indie game from itch.io. Those are very short videos because most of the indie games from itch.io are, you know, about 5 minutes of playtime long. They are a little bit longer videos when it's just slightly longer games. Right, and those are fun because they're usually sort of half-developed, but they do have some sort of interesting ideas in them. I record things way, way in advance, and so while I do answer virtually all comments, I must admit it's not very live. Like, I'm not a very sort of interactive Let's Player, and I record in advance because my schedule is inconsistent. I can't, like, if I want my upload schedule to be consistent, then I have to live with an inconsistent, just daily schedule, and so I would rather have a consistent upload schedule than not. And I don't live stream for the same reason. My schedule is inconsistent, and I'd rather present a consistent upload schedule of pre-recorded videos than an inconsistent schedule of live streams, which maybe is the wrong decision. Maybe that's not what I should be doing. Maybe I should have an inconsistent live stream schedule and just live with that. And that's about it. That's what makes up my channel. Sort of weird bootlegs, Democracy Let's Plays, main series, which are very, very varied. And occasional, you know, bits of weird game consoles and that kind of thing. It's a busy area. Why did you just stop walking? Okay. It's a sort of busy area, and I am, I don't know, maybe I just don't add enough to it. But that's about it. So I have a lot going on in principle, but basically nobody cares. In terms of suggestions, I should point out, yes, of course, the way to generate views and subs is to play more popular games, but I don't actually need views. It's not like it's not like my life will end if I don't get 1,000 subscribers or whatever. So, I'm not going to, like, sacrifice the character of my channel just to suckle at the teat of the view god. I essentially want suggestions for changes I can make without compromising what my channel is about, whatever that is. So, suggestions down below, questions down below. You can, of course, join us on Discord at Yahweasel.com/Discord if you have, if you want sort of more immediate thoughts and more immediate feedback. I am often online there. I did have a discussion of this with the Discord folks before posting anything here, and I'll sort of, gather suggestions from both. My current musings from the discussion I had there are to make bootlegs great again, maybe introduce a sort of thematic series around that, maybe a weekly series, something like that, where I play random or suggested bootlegs, I don't know, something like that, and also to sort of change up something about how I do my main series, or maybe a secondary series to make it more live, more sort of user-driven. I don't want to say, played by the user, sorry, I keep saying user, viewer. I don't want to say, like, played by viewers, but to have some kind of feedback. I don't really know exactly what that means. I don't really know how to do that, though. So, if you have actionable suggestions, I would love to hear them. Anyway, this has gone on far, far too long, so thank you for watching. As I said, suggestions and questions down below. Cheers from Yahweasel.